Hey guys, what's up? I'm Rohit Khurana, host of Intellect Digest, and we have been using the HTC One M8 for around 2 weeks now. In this video, I'm going to talk about 5 reasons you should not buy an HTC One M8 and 15 reasons you should buy an HTC One M8. There are a lot of flagship devices out there, and HTC One M8 is one of the strongest contenders, but like other phones, this one also has some weak points. So I'll talk about those weak points in detail and also talk about the strong points of this phone. So I'll give you 15 reasons to buy and 5 reasons to not buy. I'll start with the reasons to not buy this phone, and the reason number 1, which is right on the top of our list, is the slippery design. The HTC One M7 had a polycarbonate on the side which was very grippy, but the HTC One M8 lets go of that polycarbonate design. It's all metal, in fact 90% metal, which makes it kind of slippery. You have to be really careful while holding it, otherwise it easily slips out of your hand. Reason number 2 is the odd button placement. The power button has been put right on top, which is very difficult to reach at times when you are using the phone with one hand. Although there is double tap to wake up, so you don't need the power button to wake up the display, but when you have to put it to sleep, you have to reach out to the power button, and would have been better if it was on the left or right side where it could have been easily reached using a thumb or a finger. Reason number 3 is the on-screen button placement. We would have liked it better if the buttons were placed on the bezel, because it simply wastes a part of the screen where you could have used a larger screen real estate by putting the buttons on the bezel simply. Reason number 4 is that you don't get wireless charging on this phone. Almost all flagship phones come with wireless charging, and this is not something which is a deal breaker, but still it would have been a nice feature to have if there was wireless charging with the HTC One M8 as well. And reason number 5 is about camera. There are 5 things about this camera which we don't like. So I'll tell you all those 5 points about the camera, which includes missing optical image stabilization. The OIS or optical image stabilization was there in M7 and worked great, but the M8 lets go of that feature. The second reason for the camera is the defocus effect, which is really great and works well, but it does not work all the time. This feature is not consistent across your captures. Third downside with the camera is the exposure and saturation. Usually on the outdoors, when it is brightly lit, the tones are not captured properly. Either it is underexposed, overexposed, or the saturation is not really natural. Fourth problem with the camera is that the shots are really low resolution. So if you have to crop out a part of the picture, or you have to view it on a larger display, or you have to print it, you simply cannot do that very easily because it is just a 4 megapixel capture. And fifth problem with the camera is that it is not among the best that you can get with the flagship phones. You get better cameras with the Samsung Galaxy S5 and the Sony Xperia Z2, which perform better in real life when compared to the HTC One M8. So these were our quick 5 reasons for not buying an HTC One M8. But trust me, this phone has a lot of reasons to buy it, and it simply outweighs the reason to not buy this phone. I'll start with those reasons right away. Reason number 1 is the beautiful design of the HTC One M8. It is a piece of art crafted out of metal. It looks simply beautiful out of aluminium unibody shell, and it has brushed aluminium finish on the back. It is manufactured in a 2-piece design in which there is a back shell which is completely metal, which has been machined to precision with chamfered edges and the curved sides, and looks really beautiful when it comes to design. Reason number 2 is the solid build quality and the strength this phone has to offer. It is 90% metal, which is very sturdy, and on the front you get Gorilla Glass 3, which is again very tough. So it is not susceptible to getting damaged or breakage. Although the metal at the back is aluminium and it will tend to get scratched over time, you can put a clear case very easily, but otherwise this phone is very solid and built to last. Reason number 3 is the display quality on the HTC One M8. We simply love the way the colors come out on the M8. It gets a Super LCD 3 capacitive touchscreen which is protected by a Gorilla Glass 3 and comes with really great and beautiful viewing angles. It gives you some very engaging screen experience. Reason number 4 is the audio quality. The audio quality with the boom sound dual front speakers, which gives fantastic stereo effects, just cannot be beaten by any other flagship phone. It is just delightful when it comes to sound experience. Reason 5 is another very interesting reason. It comes with an infrared blaster. Yes, we have seen infrared blaster in other smartphones as well. In case you do not find your remote control available on the list, you can make the HTC One M8 pick up the signals from your infrared remote and learn the signals, and it makes it the perfect remote control app that you can get on a smartphone. Reason number 6 is that you can carry a lot of multimedia on the HTC One M8. It supports a 128GB of micro SD card. It lets you carry a lot of multimedia, so you can carry almost entire music library with you on your HTC One M8. Reason number 7 is the depth sensor or the dual camera feature. Although we mentioned some points which we don't like about the camera, but there are some very cool and good features about this camera. This is the first time we see a depth sensor or two cameras at the back. The top one is a 2 megapixel sensor which is just there to measure the depth of the field, and the bottom one is the actual ultra pixel sensor which takes the pictures. It is also equipped with a dual tone LED flash which gives some really nice and natural looking pictures when taken with the LED flash with the phone. It gives defocus effects which work really well, but they don't work all the time, but when they do, they work really cool. Here are few samples of the depth sensor effect that you can see on your screen right now. Reason number 8 is one very subtle feature which HTC has put is the gesture opening of camera. When your phone is locked, just take it out of your pocket, rotate it horizontally and hit the volume button and it turns on the camera. We love this feature. Reason number 9 is the high resolution front facing camera. Interesting fact about the HTC One M8 is that the rear camera is 4.1 megapixel whereas the front camera is 4.9 or approximately 5 megapixel. You can take very good quality selfies with the HTC One M8. So if you are fond of taking selfies, you will love the HTC One M8. Reason number 10, well, which is very expected from a flagship, is that it gives you top-notch specifications. In terms of specs, it is powered by the latest Snapdragon 801 chipset which runs at 2.4 GHz clock speed. There are 4 cores, it's a quad-core processor, comes with 2 GB of RAM, and it's a true global phone, works on almost all the frequency bands of GSM that are supported across the world. It comes with 16 or 32 GB internal memory, and there is Adreno 330 GPU for graphics. The top-notch specifications give it the performance which is confirmed by the Antutu and the other benchmarks that we ran on this phone, and we got the top-notch scores that we have seen so far. Reason number 11 to buy an M8 is the HTC UI. The Sense 6 UI which has been included on the HTC One M8 is the best Sense UI so far. It comes with color-coded application. You can see the color of the top bar changing when you run some HTC applications. It changes from blue to orange to red just to indicate that you are in a different app. It does not work with the non-HTC apps, but the internal apps like the gallery, video player, TV application, etc. They make use of these color codes and makes the user experience even more intuitive. The graphics are smooth and very fluid, and it works really well. You just swipe from the left corner and you get access to the blink feed which gives you all the highlights, social media updates, etc. all in one place. Makes it very easy to consume information on an HTC One M8. Reason number 12 is the cool gesture options that are offered on the M8. While the screen is locked, you can do different gestures on the screen and it will unlock the phone in different modes. Just a simple double tap on the display will wake this up. Whereas if you swipe down from top, it will initiate a voice calling. If you swipe up from the bottom, it will take you to the screen where you were last using it before locking the screen. If you swipe from the left side, you will get directly to the blink feed. If you swipe from the right, it will take you to the home page no matter where you were when you locked the phone. Reason number 13 is the battery life. Although it does not have a humongous battery, there is a 2600 mAh battery which is moderate considering that the flagships get much higher battery capacity, but the optimization is done brilliantly by HTC. It easily lasts for 2 days. If you are a light user, for moderate user, it can still last for 1 full day. Considering that this is a flagship device which comes with top-notch specification, 1 full day of battery life is a big plus. Reason number 14 we love the HTC One M8 is because the dot view flip case accessory that it comes with. You don't even need to flip the cover to view the vital information that you want to see on the HTC One M8. And reason number 15 we love the HTC One M8 is that it comes with inbuilt Fitbit application. Fitbit is very popular when it comes to tracking your health and fitness, and the Fitbit application is built in here, which tracks your calories. It tracks how much you have walked, how much calories you have burnt, and how much calories you have consumed. It is like having your personal trainer with you all the time. Although there are some minor shortcomings of the HTC One M8, but the positive points and the strengths of the HTC One M8 easily outweigh the negative points. We highly recommend you to buy an HTC One M8 if you are looking to buy a flagship device. It comes with top-notch specification, features, as well as a very durable and beautiful design. We are leaving some direct links in the description below where you can purchase this device, and you also have some links on your screen right away. This is all we have on our review of the HTC One M8. We hope you enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up by pressing the like button below for more such videos. Stay subscribed by pressing the subscribe button below. This is your host Rohit Khurana signing off. Thanks for watching.